Hello everybody, it is Friday, November 13th, and I am Francesca, one of the new Friday vloggers here on the Weight Loss Diary. So just to give you a little bit of information on me, I am from the Chicagoland area. I am in the process of losing weight. I started off at about 240 pounds. I am currently this week I weighed in at 197.2, which, if you're interested in my stats, I have a link on the sidebar. It's on my main page, which is Cookies and Cocktails is my username on YouTube, which you'll see the link on the sidebar if you're interested on the stats and all of that. Okay, so this week's topic is sugar and sugar substitutes. When Denise had asked me if I wanted to make this video today, if I wanted to start this week, it was really like a one-day notice, and I told myself there's no way I'm not ready, and I told myself, you know what, I've been meaning to do the research on sugar substitutes for a very long time, and I've just never gotten around to do it. So I told myself, you know what, this is the opportunity now to do a little bit of research at least, so I can share any of my findings with you guys. Personally, I don't use a lot of the substitutes. The only time I'll really use them is when I'm out at breakfast at a restaurant and the option is there, and that's only for my coffee, and that's the only time I'll use them. But a lot of people have reported different side effects from anything with aspartame in it. Anything from like nausea to dizziness to rashes or headaches. Anybody who suffers from migraines, these have a tendency to trigger the migraines, and that seems to be a lot of people's complaints. There's also other things that people have reported, cases of diarrhea, of abdominal pain, or abdominal cramps. There's even been some reported cases of people who get anxiety attacks after having had these substitutes, and that goes for both things that are aspartame related or things that are sucralose like Splenda. This is actually part of the research that I did, where it does tell you that a Splenda molecule is comprised of sugar, except that 3 of the hydroxyl groups in the molecule are replaced with 3 chlorine atoms. And I mean, this is chlorine we're talking about. So what happens is that your body doesn't recognize that as a food. So really there's nothing that it'll attempt to do. Like, the only thing it can attempt to do is digest it. And the bad thing about that is that if your like gastrointestinal system is working well and is fairly healthy, then what's going to happen is that during the process of digestion, your body's actually going to absorb the chlorinated atoms. And I mean, I don't know about you, but it's like you're thinking to yourself, chlorine. My body is taking in chlorine. Research hasn't really shown what can go beyond a period of 6 months. And 6 months is not really enough time, in my opinion, to study people who have been taking these sugar substitutes. There's a lot of side effects that have been reported with that. A lot of them include like nausea or dizziness. People who tend to have migraines, a lot of times the Splenda will trigger the migraines, and it's not just the Splenda, which you know, a lot of times the sucralose, the Splenda, can trigger the migraines. And it's actually not just that, it's also like aspartame. Anything like NutraSweet or Equal can also have the same type of side effects. Currently the big thing right now is stevia. And stevia, you will find stevia in the new sugar called Truvia, which I have sampled it. To me, it does taste very sweet. It seems to be a good substitute for sugar, and I've only had it the one time though in my coffee, just once. If you're all at all sensitive to yeast, I forgot what the name of it is, but it's like an alcohol sugar that is included, at least in the Truvia. There is an alcohol sugar that is included in the ingredients that is fermented in yeast. So a lot of people that are sensitive to yeast have had pretty drastic side effects, which those are the ones that include hives or rashes around the mouth area or just certain outbreaks. I would not recommend Truvia to you if you are sensitive to yeast. The whole point in anything that a lot of us are trying to accomplish with this weight loss is to lose weight and to achieve a healthier lifestyle. And in doing so, you need to cut back on the sugar considerably if you're a sugar fanatic. So it's not so much about replacing it, it's weaning off of it. I don't want to seem like I'm discouraging you from trying it, but I am highly encouraging you to do some research. There's nothing wrong with having sugar. There's nothing wrong in moderation. It's all okay. If you decide to go ahead and have these sugar substitutes, then I would just really recommend that you listen to your body. You pay attention to any little signals, any changes that may happen, and definitely try to limit your sugar altogether. Sugar substitutes, all of it. Try to limit it and get that under control. Just, a little food for thought there. If you haven't seen all the other videos from this week, I would definitely encourage it. And, stay tuned for the next few videos that are coming up too. That's it. Have a great week, everybody.